Mamuina akwaba adeba Kintu TV netifo. Yandani nukonkoshe NPP akachi na honorable Kwesi Nyantekyie ababontin ede nsibra betodwa na yenenim se Kwesi Nyantekyie former GFA boss ankasa na yenenim se ba politics ba NPP hu ne amanema de a watintimu yepa aitifo anya asem betwa na de explosive interview ba abetodwa concern se bia ekoso o excellency Dr. Bawumia akachi na fensu excellency honorable Kennedy Akompreku Japan akachinetifu akasapa anya asem kitwa na no indi atem he just stated facts anya asem kitwa was it no no head 5 major northern regions na oda no Kennedy Akompreku Japan side anya asem kitwa ona fesu almost constituencies waga na memu ase and over 3000 delegates akasa netifu chema ono chema kwezi na the chema Kennedy Akompreku Japan side if was set reasons into with Dr. Bawumia camp akwakoka Kennedy Akompreku Japan camper enya asem keto and it is be pinekwenekutie reasons honorable Kwesi Nyantekyie cannot do to medamuina as
but the service that come does not really putting the front runner you're talking about.
Which surveys? There are many surveys that are conducted.
Okay.
I just saw one of the
Musa
Dankwa, the Supremo, who has dominated this space for a while, and I respect him for the surveys that he's done. There are other surveys, and one notable survey is the one led by Dr. Ivanzia. I have read Ivanzia's surveys, which have a sample size of 10%, bigger sample size than what our brother Musa Dankwa has been putting out. Musa Dankwa's sample size, I'm not sure, go beyond 2%. Okay. I think it's always 1%, 1.2. It has nothing to do with acceptability of the outcomes of his surveys. But I believe that a research with a bigger sample size pertains a wider acceptability and closer to reality than probably the one with the smaller sample size.
Okay.
That notwithstanding, I'm not taking away anything from Mr. Dankwa's sample. And that is really food for thought for us. When you see those surveys, it means that there is more work for you to do. You need to look at areas that have been highlighted. Probably you are not doing things right. But me, from where I sit, I have been deeply involved in the campaign of Kennedy Japan. I have played the role of a campaign director for the 5 northern regions. And so I have had the opportunity to visit at least 51 out of the 57 constituencies in northern Ghana. I've interacted with at least 3,000 out of the 36,450 delegates in the 5 northern regions. And the impression I get is that Kennedy is loved by the delegates.
Out of 300 and something thousand.
That's about 10%. Yes. I'm saying at least. At least. I've dealt with at least 3,000 of delegates. Directly. Indirectly, through phones and other mediums of communication, probably another 3,000 or 4,000. And that has emboldened my belief that Kennedy will win this election, inshallah, on 31st January 2026 this year. And what are the messages that Kennedy, or what is the message of Kennedy?
I will come there, but don't you get scared that Mr. Dankwa, for example, has had his predictions so right for a long time now, that when he says Bawumia is winning, that doesn't it scare you?
But don't you also see that the research of Musa Dankwa, take candidates Bawumia, for instance, in 2023, he scored 61.4%.
You can imagine on the spot 200
45 or so. Some of them are on NPP delegates, some of them are on NPP supporters, some of them are on Ghanaian voters, and so forth and so on. I'm just concentrating my comments on the NPP delegates. There are 211,300 approximately delegates who are going to decide the next flag bearer of the NPP. And they are the most important people in this regard. Every other person, your opinion may be persuasive, but it will not be binding on determining the outcome of this election. So I want to focus more on that, and I'm telling you that there is a slide, a rise in the performances of Honorable Kennedy Japan. The very last time I saw the
this one was done on 31st December 2025. Says Global Info Analytics, which has been consistently tracking the NPP polls for some months now, revealed that Dr. Bawumia has now taken a 73% lead among NPP delegates. Following at second place is Kennedy Japan with 19 and Dr. Bawumia Champon at 5%.
Delegates. Delegates or supporters.
And
how many delegates?
They promised on Mampeni. Okay, time of first.